I started running in Nandi County, a place called Kapsio, where I was born. Training, running local races there until when I just graduated a little bit and, ran competitively and joined the club. I was not really keen on the talent and, focusing on running, but after embarking on competitive running outside my village, and then I realized that hey, I can actually venture into real competitive running.
When I found out I had talent for running, I think I didn't find out really. People were telling me like this, you have a lot of talent, and I think I ran a race. It was in Zwolle in Holland, and I was number 6, and there was 4 Kenyans. So yeah, people were telling me, you are not that far away from them, and you have a lot of talent. So yeah, I think that moment I realized maybe I'm good at this.
In high school is when I was doing it for fun, but I realized in my last year of high school that I was really primed to be an international athlete, and that's where I got the mentality and the motivation, and the belief that I was soon going to conquer the world of running.
Defining a talent is, on paper is very easy, but practically it's not easy. So to me, talent is, looking at people when they're trying something, and then you pick through a process somebody who is better than the rest and has potential to go to the next level. So normally we look at that, and there are many opportunities that, especially here in Kenya, where you can look at those possibilities. Sometimes we visit school championships, and sometimes where we are training our athletes, people come and join in. So once in a while you see somebody who's promising, and then you say, hey, I would want to follow more on this one because it looks like promising. So after that you do a bit of tests on and off, and put them in competitions, and then you help them to grow.
You have the pure physical talent, the talent of a body which is able to run fast, and I think that's an important one. Without that you are never going to be a top runner. But I also know a lot of very physically talented runners who never made it because of the other talent. Let's call it the mental talent, the ability to do the work and willing to do the work, and that for a long time. Because when you're young, you're not immediately world class. You need time to get there and then try to stay there. So it's take a lot of consistency. So that's for me the 2 main talents, and the third one is the talent to move smooth. And, we're on the track here at Annex now, and we just saw an interval program, and you see the differences between people who run smooth and people who have to work harder for that. So for me, that is among other 3 important aspects of talent.
Sometimes we use it like a measurement in evaluation, the athlete when starting training, and sometimes we check also like the athlete body mass index. Sometimes also we give to some check-up training like 2 laps, 3 laps, or 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers like that. Sometimes also I check the athlete talent by the coaching view. Just I'm looking somewhere in the school, also like local competition in Ethiopia. Then I go there, I check the athlete, and then okay, this athlete is very good. Like I check by the athlete's stride, by biomechanics, by this kind of method. Just I use it in the talent scouting.
So when we've identified, let's say we've identified whoever, we assign a mentor, and the mentor it comes in the form of the successful athletes that are working with us. So what we do through mentorship program that we have with our senior athletes, we guide them gradually so that they understand the sport, they grow in running also. Because sometimes when they come and they're young, they're excited, they can run into all sorts of challenges, injuries, and all that. So mentorship program that we have within our setup has also helped to grow those rising stars.
Many athletes actually describe me as a mentor. The only way which I do is that I try to mentor the young people, the old and the young. I try to sell positivity in sport. I try to sell unity and teamwork. I try to sell the real meaning of running, the real meaning and general meaning of sport. I try to tell people that the sport can change life. Sport can make us united. Sport can really bring a real teamwork which we are actually practicing at our camp.
Eliud is mentoring me in a different way. First of all, I can start with mentally. First of all, Eliud is training me mentally actually to be that hardcore, and to handle a different situation in a sport. A sport is whereby today you are good, tomorrow maybe there is another situation arises, so we have to tackle it in a good way and to avoid a negative impact.
እኔ እውነትን ለመናገር እነን መሆኔ በጣም ደስተኛ ነኝ። በጣም ፈልግ ቲም ስለነበረ ደስተኛ ነኝ። ከሌላ ማናጀርም እንክብካቤያችሁ ሊገት ይላል። አሪፍ ነገር አለ።
Yeah, on the one side, it's the coach's eye, where Coach Patrick obviously is very important. And on the other side, we also do scientific metabolic measurements, they call it. We do it with lactate. So we let runners run a certain distance in a certain speed. We take a drop of blood and then we measure lactate, and that gives us an indication of more or less the engine of the runner. It can help us to make training better.
You're a good guy. You already know you're a good guy. Good. Perfect.
The process is so complex. Complex in the sense that talent alone is not enough. So once you have identified that this person is talented, you set those milestones, then you start working on the mindset of a winner. So those are the dynamics that you need to make a rising star successful.